hello there to my Sagittarius. This is Queen Moon Ra coming to you with, I'm going to make sure my microphone is on. Hold on. With your general reading. All right, let's get right on into it. Let's get into it. Sending everybody lots of love and light on this beautiful day. I'm looking at this sun card here. All right, let's do it. Let's see what's going on with the goings on here. Let's see what is going on. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm seeing two cards here because I'm trying to pull up the intention that we're setting. Okay, so there's greatness inside of me. That's one. And then here, I love and accept myself. Okay, love this. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So I have some, not only affirmations for you all in this reading, but also, I'm talking to you wherever Sagittarius is in your birth chart. They just happen to rule, Sagittarius just happens to rule 9th house, right? Just happen to rule 9th house. All right. So this week is going to be about opening a portal to growth, freedom, and self-realization. The universe is asking you to trust your direction, to dream bigger and act with faith. Your fire is sacred. It illuminates the path for others. What's interesting about Mercury actually going retrograde on the 9th of November, it'll be retrograde from the 9th of November to the 29th of November. And this is the Magician card. I was just making sure I had this card out here. This is Mercury, by the way, which is a personal planet. Mercury is the planet of how we send and receive messages, how we communicate, how we learn, about who's in a ring, who's in a circle, who's part of stuff, right? Like who's a part of a circle, who's a part of a group, who's a part of a organization, just kind of like how people think, how people, like who you want to be a part of, like what groups you want to be a part of, what circle you want to be a part of, that kind of thing, Sagittarius, and just what you don't want to be a part of, okay? And I'm seeing a light is shining on something. It looks like you're successful. You're very successful. You see something from a higher frequency. It looks like you're balanced out. Either somebody is already married or you are already whole and complete by yourself, right? And people could see you as being a person on your high horse, right? And you could already feel fulfilled, right? And something about the way you talk could seem like you're already fulfilled. And you know who you are when you look in the mirror, right? So some people could think you don't know who you are when you look in the mirror. Not that that even matters, right? And so it would be foolish for you to be a part of a circle or a ring of energies who whenever the moon moves through Leo, and I believe that we're in a waning gibbous moon. Waning gibbous moons are about banishing, releasing any spell work, any hexes. This is a great time to do that when the moon is in a waning gibbous moon, and it's actually in Leo. And Leo's rule are ruled by the sun, right? Any spell work that you may have had on you, anything, to even be a part of any circle, any organization. This would be an organization. You're built pretty tough. You're a strong person. You're built pretty tough. You're a pretty strong person. Cancers are ruled by, this is Cancer's card here. And if you even have a feeling, you want to learn how to go along with your feelings. Remember, before the moon moved into Leo, it was in Cancer, right? So Cancer is like how you nurture yourself. Like Cancer is literally ruled by the moon, right? And the moon is associated with the day of the week, Monday, right? So on Mondays, like when you hear people say, oh gosh, I got to go to work on Mondays, I got to go back into the office on Monday, or Monday blues or something like that. Think Monday, Cancer, the moon, right? Because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So if you can kind of sort of associate that, the moon, with Mondays, then bingo, you got it. You need that extra nurturing, that extra pouring into on Mondays, okay? Keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind, right? So Mercury is a personal planet and is currently retrograde. It's currently retrograde. So keep that in mind, all right? All right. Is retrograde, so keep that in mind. right? You want to keep that in mind, right? Saturn connects us with Saturdays. Saturn connects us with Saturdays. Jupiter, your ruling planet, connects us with Thursdays. You see that Temperance card? Jupiter connects us with Thursdays. So you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity for growth. You have some good luck coming your way on Thursday, by the way, right? So get yourself ready on Wednesday. Get yourself prepared on Wednesday. Something is coming to an end, right? So get yourself prepared, right? So today, Tuesday, connects us with Mars, right? Mars connects us with Aries, right? And so get outside and get some sun, because you prayed for something and you're successful. You prayed for something and you're successful. So you may be feeling lucky that you get communication pretty quickly and you take action pretty quickly, right? Not impulsive, but you take action pretty quickly. So you love and accept yourself. You're going to see how restricted you were, right? You know, not listening to your ancestors. You're going to see how restricted you were not listening to your ancestors. And listening to your ancestors could be like just the stories that you heard when you were younger, right? And just not wanting to be as part of certain circles or groups, you know, like, you know, peer pressure that kids go through. Like if somebody says, oh, can't sit like mean girls or mean guy groups, can't sit next to me at the lunch table. Those kind of things that kids hear when they're little, that kind of stuff, right? And I see somebody getting married here. So congratulations to you there, right? This is nice. I'm looking at your cards here, and I'm genuinely happy for somebody, sincerely happy for somebody. But I see you getting married, so congratulations, because you see something from a higher frequency, something about your energy. But that's what Sagittarius. You roll that. You see something. You roll 9th house. So let's get into your reading. I'm excited to see what's going on here. I already prayed over your cards. I already asked Most High God for complete and total clarity. So let's start with the Sun card. Like I said, I have affirmations in case you want to write this down. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you want a personal reading, I'm doing donation readings. So don't let whether you have money or not stop you or block you, okay? So energy of this week is the Sun. Radiance, joy, and clarity return, okay? This week, your optimism is magnetic. Everything you touch glows with potential. So let your light shine without apology. And here's an affirmation for you. My light uplifts, inspires, and illuminates the world. Okay. The emotional focus is here. Temperance. So balance passion with patience. You are being called to integrate your spiritual wisdom with practical action. Harmony is your bridge between the divine and the human. First, here's an affirmation for you as I move with divine balance and flow with universal timing. The motivation and drive here is the Chariot card. So momentum is building. Take charge of your vision and trust your direction. The universe supports your boldness. Action aligned with purpose is unstoppable. And so an affirmation for you is my will and purpose move as one. I am guided by inner fire. Okay, by inner fire. And so the World card is your inner strength. And so a cycle completes. I'm looking at this circle here, but a cycle completes, right? And mastery emerges. And so you've outgrown old limitations. Step boldly into your next adventure. So your spirit craves expansion. And so an affirmation for you here is I embrace completion as the gateway to new horizons. This card here, the what to release is 8 of Swords. Let go of self-doubt and overthinking. Your fire dims only what you second guess your calling. Freedom begins in your mind. So an affirmation here for you is I release limitations and step into limitless potential. All right. What to embrace? The Fool. Say yes to something new. This week's magic lies in faith. Trust your intuition. Take that leap and let the universe catch you mid-air. So here's an affirmation for you. I am divinely guided on every new adventure, right? So a higher guidance here is the Hierophant. So wisdom comes through spiritual discipline. teach, guide, or study something that deepens your truth. The student and teacher within you awaken together. So I embody, this is your affirmation, I embody truth and share it through love and integrity. All right? Yeah, so the hidden gift for you is the Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment and manifestation are near. So what you've dreamed of is taking shape. Believe it's already yours. So an affirmation for you is my joy is the magnet for many manifestations here, okay? And the external influence for you is Three of Wands. Opportunities arrive from afar, collaborations, travel, or expansion. Stay open to synchronicities. The world wants to meet your vision halfway. So an affirmation for you here is I welcome growth and expansion aligned with my purpose. With my purpose. And the outcome for you is the Magician. You are the creator. Spirit flows through your words, actions, and will align your thoughts with belief, and your desires will materialize. So an affirmation for you is I am the divine creator of my reality, So some candle colors for you could be purple and gold, right? So for spirit, so purple would be for spiritual insight. I do sell candles as well. You can reach out to me. I'll put my number in the description. Purple would be for spiritual insight, and gold is for success and abundance. The purpose would be for expansion, divine connection, and also inspired action. A ritual for you is light both candles on Monday morning. Obviously, you're going to wait until next Monday. Write your goal on paper. Hold it to your heart and say, with wisdom and faith, I act on divine inspiration. Lapis lazuli, which we sell on my Etsy store, that awakens divine truth and higher mind. I might also have citrine. You can reach out to me for that because I need to upload that images on my my store. That boosts confidence and manifestation. Turquoise, I need to upload that on my store as well. I have those as well. Enhances communication and spiritual protection. And also amethyst, I have that. Strengthens intuition and visionary insight. So you want to place these near your workspace or use in meditation to amplify your focus and expansion energy. So some herbs and oils that you could use would be sage. You probably have this in, maybe sage in your space, in your home. A lot of people use white sage or just sage. It clears the path for new growth and wisdom. Clove, you probably have that in your kitchen cabinet. You may cook with clove or make tea with your clove. It inspires courage, motivation, and creative energy. Frankincense, you may have those frankincense incense. You probably remember frankincense and myrrh. You may have heard of that, right? It deepens spiritual awareness and focus. Bay leaf, you may have that in your cabinet. You may cook with bay leaves. Or you may even grow them, right? That enhances vision and manifestation rituals. But burn or steep these herbs while journaling your intentions. They open portals to divine truth. So here are 5 affirmations that I created for you all. The first one is I walk my path with courage, faith, and fire. The second one is my joy is a compass leading me to purpose. The third one is I am the creator of my own destiny. The fourth one is every step I take expands my soul's light. And then the fifth one is adventure is sacred. I am free and divinely guided. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got with these. I got some oracle cards here. Hold on for a second. That's elevator music, by the way. All right, so sacral chakra. So some kind of a purging is happening here. Right? So you feel fulfilled. Yeah. Somebody has done Somebody has somebody has really, really studied your birth chart, whoever you are. Somebody has really, really studied your birth chart, right? Let's see, beauty. Somebody has worked really, really hard at studying you, right? To see who they could get to compete with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. To see who can we choose on a Tuesday to compete with Sagittarius. Who can we make Sagittarius mad? So somebody studies the days of the week. They see who they can make you mad, who they think can make you mad on a Tuesday, because somebody thinks that you're on some kind of a high horse, or what zodiac sign, somebody really, really believes that they know you. That's what this is. Somebody really believes that they know you. So here we have reframe. So this is happening for me, not to me. So as a fire sign, I try to teach on my channel, okay? Remember Tuesdays. Tuesday may be a day where people try to get you fired up. So be careful on Tuesdays where people, if they feel like they know you, there's a method. Some people there's a method to the madness. So people are trying to get you fired up, and they're trying to get you fired up on a Tuesday. They'll try to do with somebody that opposes you. Like, so your sign would be like Gemini, what opposes you, right? And it would be like with your 12th house, whatever your 12th house is, right? That would end you. What would put an end to you, right? That would be your 12th house, because that's, what would end this. What would put an end to something, right? What would put an end to you? Whatever your zodiac sign is in your 12th house. So have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Whether it's daydreams or night dreams or whatever the case may be, right? Let's see, we got one more. We got this one, and this one, and this here. So yeah, it's time to kind of sort of purge. It's time to kind of sort of do some kind of a purging here. Do your mirror work. Love who you see when you look in the mirror. There is greatness inside of you. You had a feeling about something, that a boundary was crossed, possibly when it comes to your son, right? And some energies could have been trying to do some kind of a destiny swap. This is what this is, some kind of a destiny swap here, and trying to make somebody look like a fool, and just kind of sort of wanting your beauty. There's a lot of things that's going on here in your cards, and feeling like they hit the jackpot with you. Something about the fact that you march to the beat of your own drum, right? You're very innovative, whoever you are. You're a very strong-willed person. Somebody is deeply spiritual, but that goes without saying if you're a Sagittarius, because you rule 9th house. There's a whole lot I could say about you. Very high vibrational. I could say about Sagittarius, like I would say about any zodiac sign. I could pretty much dote on any zodiac sign if I'm looking at the light side of you. So we don't even need to bring the dark aspect into it. But somebody's son hit the jackpot, with you. And wherever Sagittarius sits in your birth chart, if you're purging on a regular basis, when people are looking at your life and saying, I wish I had your life because you're this and this and this, and people are speaking highly of you, right? All you need to do is leave behind the distractions. The sooner you leave behind the distractions, say, hey, that's not a circle I want to be a part of. And it's not you necessarily judging anybody. It's just making a decision. It's just like really making a decision. Hey, you're already balanced out. You're not on some high horse. It's just a decision you're making that there's greatness inside of you, just like there's greatness inside of everybody. And that's it. That's it, and that's all, right? This right here is even a matter of perspective. You're not talking about people behind your back. You're just trying to expand. That's it, right? That's it, and that's all. And you're not even talking about people behind your backs. You're talking about expansion, right? So, again, this is Mercury. Mercury is constantly sending and receiving messages, okay? And so how you're sending messages and how people are receiving messages could be two totally different things. You could be winking at a person, like a person could be saying, you know what came to mind, just came to mind for me, Sagittarius, is one time I read this article where this older woman, could probably be somebody's grandmother, said, would say in the workplace to her younger colleagues, she would call them baby or something like that. You know how like sometimes people like the older generation may be saying like, okay, baby, or that kind of thing, but just like mean it in a just a harmless way. And somebody filed a complaint. It's probably somewhere on the internet somewhere. Somebody filed a complaint. They were offended by her calling somebody baby or honey or some term of endearment she was using. Like, I don't know if the woman got fired. Something happened, but she got in trouble. I was like, wow, just wow. So yeah, but I guess. So how a person could say something could be taken a totally different way. And it's really because somebody wanted to do some kind of a destiny swap. That's really what it is. Somebody wanted to do some kind of a destiny swap. Somebody looked at your life and saw your life supposedly was, this could have been somebody who was married to your son or wanted to be married to your son, or currently married to your son, or want to be married to your son. That's why it's important for you to operate in your purpose, see things from a higher frequency. When you feel like somebody is correcting you, if they feel like you overstepped a boundary, this is why you want to really come out of ego and say, okay, did I overstep a boundary? When somebody says something to me, were they correcting me, or how did I take it? Like both ways. Did I take it wrong, or did they take it wrong? Let me just make sure I'm gaining some kind of clarity here. Because one person could see you as this beautiful spirit and correct you and say, something to you and mean you no harm whatsoever. Another person could mean you some harm, could really mean you some harm. They really, really want your life in somebody else's life. They could really think that you're beautiful and really want your marriage, literally want everything, want the house you live in, want everything that you have, right? And so, by any means necessary. So that's what I'm seeing here. So it looks like you're beautiful, whoever you are, you're a beautiful person, inside and out, whoever you are. So, yeah. It's time for you to leave the distractions behind. You got the message loud and clear. You'll know the difference between somebody's trying to expand and someone's actually talking who has your back and who's talking about you behind your back, right? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I feel like somebody maybe got to the root of something and you're going to feel like emotionally you hit the jackpot. All right? So somebody was trying to get you boiling hot mad. They wanted you to be reactive. They wanted you to be impulsive and be reactive, right? So, and they were using somebody, they wanted something to spill over. They wanted to use someone's sun to spill over. Because I'm looking at this sun here. If it was the moon, I would have said somebody's daughter, because that's feminine energy, but the sun is masculine energy. So you might want to use somebody's sun to get you upset. To get somebody's mother upset, because Cancer is the mother and the money sign of the zodiac. So somebody wants you to really invest some time in saying or doing something. That'd be a complete waste of time to try to make you look like a fool. I mean, anyway. So congratulations and kudos to you. So that's what I have for you. All right. Bye.